Hi, Pile One, and welcome to your May 2026 Tarot and Oracle reading. We'll do your overall general energies, and then we're getting into the themes of love, relationships, career and studies, finances, health and well being, spiritual growth, and then blessings. So please like this video if it resonates. Put a dove or some kind of bird in the comments below, and subscribe to my channel if you would like to see more content like this. Also, if you would like a personal and private reading, I have an Etsy shop, Tarot Inspiration, and the link is in the description box below. So let's just get into your reading. So you chose card number 21, Dove Spirit, Be Peace. So 21, or the 21st of this month, may be significant for you. Also at the cusp of, what is that, Taurus and Gemini could be important. Also, it looks like this month is going to be a very peaceful month. It's like peace is coming, descending upon you, and it is going to be residing with you, at least for this month. This could also be a sense of holiness and sacredness in this month, and having a very strong connection with spirit, the spiritual realm, and or your higher self. Next, for your general energies overall, is change your perspective, the nuthatch. So this month, you're going to be able to look at things from a higher perspective, from a more drawn out perspective. Somehow, this reminds me of the story of the elephant, and you blindfold everyone, and nobody knows it's the elephant, but one person describes, the trunk, another person is touching the leg, another person is touching the tail, and they have a completely different experience of what they're touching because they don't know. So this is you, instead of being blindfolded and just seeing that one small perspective, you're going to see an overarching view. So it's as if someone who doesn't have a blindfold and looks at the elephant from all angles. This is how you're going to see things this month. And this could have to do with your spirituality and getting in touch with your higher self as well, because you're then going to be able to see it from a spiritual perspective, an eternal perspective, rather than from this finite perspective of Earth. And then finally, we have card number 6, letting go. So allow the wisdom to remain, but the sting I shall never feel again. So 6 could be significant, or the 6th of the month, but it's like you're taking the lessons with you and you're not taking the pain any longer. So the sting of heartbreak, of grief, of depression there's like a healing balm over it this week. That sting is not going to be there. And maybe it's some trauma or some past stuff that you've worked through or that has healed through you, where you can speak it now as a story without it hurting so badly anymore. So there's just that release of the pain while keeping the lessons. So far so good. Now we're getting into, first 2 cards are love, and this is romantic love. So we have the moon and getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens, and the moon. So, and the moon is pink, which is that self-love. So I feel like Self-love, particularly this month, is going to be important in your romantic life. And the pink also reminds me of romance. So you may be experiencing some romance this month. If you are just single and that's the way you want to stay, I feel like you're romancing yourself. You're buying yourself flowers, you're lighting candles, you're having, a spiritual bath, you're having a massage, and getting to know yourself more deeply. You may still be doing these things if you're looking for a partner or you're in a partnership, but you're also getting to know each other more deeply if you're already in a relationship, and maybe sharing more emotions. I also feel for a lot of you that emotions are going to be revealed. And there could be something about a home, talking about a family, or expanding your home and your family together, depending on the story that resonates with you where you are. And there's also a spiritual connection here, and you could be exploring each other more spiritually as well as emotionally, and really getting to know things about the other person that you didn't know before. And I think the roots of this are the self-exploration. So next is your relationships. So your themes in your relationships in May 2026. So we have the Four of Cups, and we have karmic relationship. Fleeting triggers, turmoil, resentment, lessons, letting go, and loving you. We have the letting go energy here. And with this Four of Cups, you could be bored or unsatisfied within some type of relationship. It could be a friendship, coworker, something like that. Maybe there's someone who's just not reaching out to you, or you feel is not giving you as much as you give them in a relationship. And therefore you're like bored with it, you're done with it, and you're ready to let that energy go. You could have a karmic relationship with someone at work or, in your neighborhood, and you're just not having it anymore. Whatever this is, whoever this is, you would know the situation, but you're just bored with it, you're done with it, you're letting it go, and you're just not turning back. But at the same time, this may cause a little bit of boredom. Maybe you're not wanting to hang out with the same crowd or in the same places, and you're just like done with it. It's like old energy for you. So you're going to be letting go of those situations, but it might cause a little bit of boredom because, maybe that's who you hung out with every Friday night or something. And now you don't have current plans of what to do on a Friday night. But you'll find something to fill that void, just something better for you. But there may be some temporary boredom with that. Or maybe you're just generally bored with some of your old relationships. Maybe they don't resonate with you anymore because of your different perspective and being more in touch with your higher self. So there's certain things that just don't resonate with you anymore, and you think you're the problem. But I don't think either you or they are the problem. I just think it's just that you don't vibe with each other anymore, and it's just time for something else. And here is your career and studies. So you have the Seven of Voices, which is the Seven of Swords, and you have your career brings fairness and protection to others who need your help. So you could be someone who sees deception in others, because the Seven of Swords is about deception and hiding, and you have those fox eyes, where you're very cunning and resourceful, and you're able to see through things. When people are lying about stuff, they're being underhanded, they're being shifty. So you could be bringing some issues to light within your career and studies, and therefore bringing justice and fairness to the situation. Like you're bringing truth to it and balance. And I feel like whoever this is who is lying or being shifty, someone might be stealing money, or it could just be they're not carrying your weight. I feel like you're someone this month who is going to bring this to light, and it's going to help the whole team. Or if you are in the justice system, and you have a case, you're going to get the evidence, you're going to get what you need. In any situation, you're bringing some underhanded lying behavior to light and making it fair. And this is even if someone's just not carrying their weight. It doesn't have to be the big bad things. And it feels like things are going to get easier for you and your team in the workplace after this thing is made right. Thanks to you. And this could also be, how you're studying. You find out, a teacher's doing something wrong, or a fellow student is cheating, or maybe you're working on a project with someone and they're not pulling their weight, and you see justice and fairness happen for that. So next is your finances. So you are the boss. You have the emperor. So you're stable, you're strong, you can make it happen. You could be a boss. And if you do have your own business, you're bringing in money that way. Also related to your finances, you're getting a gift this month, a financial gift. So you will discover new talents that will lead to new opportunities. Use opportunities that arise. And there could also be an opportunity for you to make more money that's gifted to you. Maybe a big account, a big project that comes your way. But you are the boss when it comes to finances this month. You have everything under control. You have the discipline to do whatever you need to do. I feel like people look up to you. You could be gifting others something this month. It could be financial advice. It could be a financial gift. Maybe you're balling that much that you're doing that well. But definitely in the financial realm, in May of 2026, you are doing really good. And you are able to create your own wealth. But I do feel like there is some kind of financial gift or gift around your finances, or an opportunity given to you that is going to make you more money. So money is banging this month. And your ability to create wealth is certainly banging as well. So next is your health and well-being. So this is very lovely when it comes to health and well-being. You may be beginning a new practice, and this practice is something very practical. It could be your diet, I think diet is a big one, improving diet. Also getting out into nature, getting moving, deep breathing. Both of this could also be a meditative type of practice. But either way, your health is awesome. With the Ace of Pentacles, and this, maybe there's a new clean bill of health that you receive. And it's like you're very grounded, your health is stable, is strong, and I feel it's mentally, emotionally, and physically. And I also sense a feeling of peace here. You are very grounded and stable like this tree. Your health and well-being is balanced. And it looks like you're putting efforts into this, but I don't feel like it's hard work, but it's solid. And whatever investments you're putting into your health and well-being, they're working for you with this Ace of Pentacles and connect with the earth. The earth energy, and you have 13, which is a change and a transformation. And an ace is a new beginning. And it's a solid new beginning and a solid path. But the Pentacles and earth energy are very much about health, the physical. So in the physical, your health is doing really good this month. Grounded, stable, starting something new, and being rooted and strong like this tree, and starting a new physical practice. Also, you could be meditating or doing some practice like that, practicing presence, mindfulness, and really grounding yourself, connecting to the senses. And that's kind of how you ground, connecting to your physical senses and the physical world. And your spiritual growth. So we have the 7 of materials and Odin, psychic insight. Your third eye is open. See truth for what it is. Follow your intuition. So any investments you have been making into your spiritual life, they are really paying you dividends. The 7 of materials is the 7 of pentacles, and it is, you've planted the seeds, you've grown it, you've tended to it, and it's bringing you a harvest around this time. And especially here with psychic insight, if you've been investing in your psychic gifts, this is definitely improving this month. And you have see truth for what it is, and we talked about in this card, and this is going to sit underneath the Justice card. So it's like you seeing the truth and telling the truth. It's like you have a very keen eye, and your third eye is opening more. You may be able to just know. This could be claircognizance, clair sentience, so a clear feeling about something, but clear vision is something you have here as well spiritually. And it's like a lot of things are blooming in your spiritual life. So if it was, closed and a rose was closed, and that's your spirituality, and now all of them, your garden of spiritual growth is blooming. So it's kind of like it's like if it's fall, the fall harvest. So May of 2026 for you is going to be a harvest time where everything is ripe and it's grown spiritually, and you're going to be able to reap the benefits of this. And yeah, that clear sight and being able to read and see through people even better than you already do. So you really are blooming spiritually this month. And that makes sense also with this dove spirit, and the moon is very connected to spirituality as well. And here are your blessings for the month of May. We have affairs with your family. And so that's going to be a blessing for you. So maybe you have a family get together. Maybe you're going camping or something because the tree was standing out here. So you have the tree again. And I feel like this is also getting back to your health. There could also be a family member's health you may have been concerned about. And it looks like they are very strong. And connecting to your family, or even looking into your ancestry, your roots, is well aspected this month. Then you have fair woman, dealings or relationship with a woman with blonde, gray, or white hair. So if you know a woman like that, she is going to be a blessing for you this month. Also, you may be dealing with a woman who is fair, because we have fairness and balance. And this would be rather in the workplace studies. And maybe, in this situation, she brings fairness to the table. Next, we have peacock. Beware of great pride. But when I see the peacock, To me, it's a glow up. It's a physical glow up. And people admiring you for your looks, because you just can't help but, look at peacock feathers, especially a peacock just peacocks around, but you just can't, just peacocks around. But when their feathers are widespread and beautiful like that, you can't help but look. So it seems to me that you are getting positive attention, and people recognize your glow up or just your beauty, your attractiveness, your handsomeness this month. And then you have Bull. Plenty of material things. Like I was feeling like your finances are going very well. So you're going to be having plenty of material things, fruit. Maybe you'll be getting more fruits in your diet this month, so that's well aspected as well. You could be gifted a fruit bowl. Some of you might be planting a tree, or there could be a tree that you already planted that you're watching grow with your family, and that's going to be a blessing to you. All right, pile one, that's about all I have for you. I hope this inspired and encouraged you and gave you some insight. I thank you so much for coming to my channel. I hope you have a blessed day or evening wherever you are in the world. Namaste. Welcome to your reading. This is your reading. If you chose card number 16, Coyote Spirit, Trust in Divine Detours. If this reading resonates for you, please like and comment with a fox or a fox-like creature. Subscribe to my channel if you have not yet. And this reading today is your May of 2026. We have general, and we have romantic love, relationships, career and studies, finances, health and well-being, and spiritual growth, as well as blessings. And we're doing the main topics and themes in all of these areas for you. And if you would like a personal and private reading, I have an Etsy shop called Tarot Inspiration, and the link is in the description box. Without further ado, let's get into your reading. So the 16th of May could be significant for you. Also 1 and 6 is 7, so there is divine timing. And it's interesting because it says trust in divine detours. So one of the things I was thinking with that is maybe some of you are going to get off track, going to someplace you typically go to, and you accidentally go down a certain street when you get off track and you're trying to get back on track. You find a little shop or a little spiritual retreat place, something like that you weren't looking for, but it's going to find you. And the same could be with, you're making a plan to do something. Let's say have a party, and something happens, and say you can't have the party at the location you wanted to have it, but it opens it up and you find an even better location. So I feel like divine detours like that are happening for you this month. There could be something significant about your vision. Some of you could be getting new glasses, or you're doing something with your eyelashes, eyebrows, also if eye makeup, or maybe you'll just get compliments on your eyes. And the Coyote Spirit, I feel, is a stunning one. So I think people are going to look at you and be stunned in a very positive way. And I feel like your intellect, your resourcefulness this month are going to be highlighted. These are just the overall general themes that we're starting with for the month. Now we have Black Snake, and this is Grow Your Truth. Some of you may be seeing the doctor this month, or really seeing some kind of a doctor, and that's well aspected. Also, this is telling me about Kundalini rising, so you could be going through some type of an awakening, a shedding of old skin this month. And I think we have various awakenings. You could be working on Kundalini energy, but it also seems like you are shedding old skin and you are experiencing new truths, I feel. Also, with the spine here, maybe you're seeing a chiropractor, getting a massage, or doing some exercises to help strengthen or help your spine be more flexible. Next, we have card number 45, Dream Sweet, Sleep Deep. Sleep that's deep and lasts till morn, wondrous dreams for days reborn. This is card number 45, which may be significant, or a 9, the 9th of the month. And so your dreams, you could be dreaming a lot this month. And getting some good sleep. You may be working on getting to bed on time, getting up on time, like changing your routines, or it could be like your bedtime routine or your morning routine, or just like working on your routine so you get better sleep at night. You could be getting a new bed, new pillows, new maybe blackout curtains, a humidifier, a dehumidifier, whatever you need to sleep better. I feel like, there's some work around that. And I feel like you're going to be successful of getting more and better rest. So now we're getting into the themes of specific things in your month, and we're starting with romantic love and romantic relationships. And I give options whether you're in a relationship, not in a relationship, don't want to be in a relationship, starting a relationship, whatever. So we have complete opposite energy. So, okay, the Hermit. So some of you could be married, could want to be married, are in a relationship. Let's start out with those of you who are single and want to be single. Well, it looks like you're single and happy. You're enjoying your alone time. You are taking care of your monthly business, your daily routines, your habits. You're seeking your inner truth and your inner light. You are, staying all day in your pajamas if you want to. You're cleaning or cooking if you want to. You're doing what you want, when you want, how you want. And you may be happy. And for those of you who are single and don't want to mingle, you might still be attending a wedding this month. So that might be significant, or standing up in a wedding for someone. For those of you who are single and do want to mingle, it seems like you are very much in your own energy, in your space, able to do your own reflection work, and you might actually meet someone at a wedding or through a married friend or through a friend that's in a relationship. So I think that could happen, and that's if you're single and you do want to mingle. Or someone may ask you on a date to a wedding or a commitment ceremony or something to that effect. Now, for those of you who are in a relationship, even though you're in a relationship, you may or may not want to get married, but it feels like you're able to you're able to balance having your relationship and also having time for yourself. So it's a very balanced energy. So it's a good thing. If you are in a relationship and you would like to get married, I feel like this is a potential for higher levels of commitment. If you are, not living together yet or something like that, someone wants to take it to a higher level of commitment with you this month, and they may ask you that. For those of you who are married, I feel like you just might be able to get some alone time and keep some balance in your commitment by not spending every single second of every single day together, and that actually keeps the spark alive in your marriage. So next are relationships. So this is all other relationships, and we'll see what is aspected here for the month of May 2026. So we have Four of Swords and we have addiction, codependent, obsession, possession, controlling, has a block, and restraint. So some of you could be dealing with someone in your life who has an addiction, dealing with someone recovering. This is going to be very positive if there is someone you want to maybe go to treatment or go to therapy. They might actually do it this month, because to me the Four of Swords is recovery. So someone could be in your circle, could be, and look, she has a heart here, and this heart is healing. Or some of you could be recovering from a relationship that was addictive, recovering from some type of codependency, or you're seeing a friend or a family member or someone you really care about possibly, getting away from some codependent type of relationship, which is very positive and is good for your heart. So definitely there's recovery here and joy in being freed from addictive patterns and obsessions, and codependence. So it feels like someone close to you is moving toward recovery. Or if you resonate with this feeling of recovery or having been in a relationship that was codependent or with a person who is addicted, that someone's getting treatment. Someone is recovering in your circle. And it's like the heart is healing here, because both have a heart on a string. Or maybe this, for some of you, this could be a time that you realize that a relationship or someone you're in a relationship with has an addiction or is codependent, and you're coming to the conclusion that it's going to be best for you to cut ties with that person, to cut, soul ties, cut this heartstring. That's for some of you. Next, we have your career and studies, Eight of Wands, and sensitivity. You're becoming more sensitive and need to make changes accordingly. Eight of Wands, it feels like everything is on target for your career and studies. There could be a lot of communication that you're dealing with, but it's like everything seems to be organized, it's going smoothly. You're understanding people, they're understanding you. You may be gaining more of an intuition when it comes to your career, like a sensitivity to the energies, and you're able to respond and react even quicker than you did in the past, and your instincts and your intuition related to your career and studies are on point. So I do feel recognition in this area of career and studies for you. You might be, I want to say, crowned or promoted, but it seems like the light is shining on you and all eyes are on you this month with this energy. But it's definitely you may have a lot of ideas, a lot of inspiration of how to move forward. It's like you're really connected with, the divine, and you're getting these downloads about career and studies, and you're rolling with it. Like this is smooth and moving quickly and effortlessly. Not that you don't put any effort, but it has that oil on it that to make it smooth, things running smoothly in this area this month. If you're in school and you're studying, it's like, wow, you're really vibing with the material, you're able to do it, your mind is alert and perceptive and receptive, and you're very sensitive to new information where you're picking it up like that real easy. So this is very well aspected this month for you. Next, we have your finances in May. Okay. May. So some of you may have an offer coming in, financial offer. Some of you, it could be a sugar mama or sugar daddy. I just have to say it. That's what I'm thinking here. Or if you are like getting together or heightening a commitment with a significant other, it could be that that's bringing more wealth into your life as well. But this could just be an offer for a job or a project, or just a gift to you from someone, maybe someone in your family or something. They want, to give you some money. Maybe they have an extra bit of money and they want to give that to you. But this is also talking about wealth, long-term wealth. So you are moving towards real wealth and prosperity. Keep up the good work. So it looks like money is going very well for you, and you are meant to be wealthy. And when I say wealthy, it's long-term prosperity, yes. But also it feels like you're a person that is meant to have a lot of money, because look at all that money. You might also be finding some money. Some of you might win a bit of money. I don't know that this is, the big lotto win, but there's like a lot of money on this path. Some of you could be doing a money spell or a financial spell, and it's really working. If you don't see the finances in your material reality right now, it's there, it's coming, it's there in the spiritual realm, and it's ready to give you this opportunity. The money is like coming in, and it's about, this money is going to romance you, okay? This money is like saying, oh girl, I gotta be in your pocket, like in your bank account. You know what I'm saying, Girl or boy, man, woman, child, anyone, whoever's watching this. But this money wants to romance you. It's like, this money is after you, okay? This money is chasing you down. I know this seems like, but this is just the vibe I'm getting from this, So money is getting better, and it's going to get better and better. That's what I got to say. Good on money, May 2026. Next we have health and well-being. Ooh, dang. So we have the Six of Wands and sex. Lots of energy, victory, success, attention. I feel like if you've had any hair goals, that's good. Body goals, great. Any, like maybe you lacked energy and felt lethargic. It could have been because of your mental or emotional health. It's like you're getting a burst of energy there. There could be more sexual energy this month, or you could have booty goals and you're working on that booty and you're starting to see results, and other people are seeing the results of that. You could be winning something here. Some of you, like, I'm feeling like doing a self-care app, and there's like little contests in there. and maybe win something like that. So maybe it's not like this, um, you win a marathon. Some of you might. Maybe you'll get into a marathon and you'll finish, you'll place, you'll do some kind of thing like that. And you're going to feel very victorious in that. And that's looking up for you. And if this is not sexual energy itself, you could be paying attention to your sexual health, but this could also be creative energy coming in for you. And getting more inspiration. So it feels like your mind is clearer and your heart is an open channel for greater inspiration also. So this could indicate an improvement in mental and emotional health, also an improvement in sexual health. If you had issues with libido or something like that, that might be clearing up for you. Or if you have body goals, hair goals, skin goals, you may be recognized for that, and that's improving for you. Yeah, so that's your health and well-being. Looking good, looking good. And then we have your spiritual growth in the month of May of 2026. So we have the Knight of Pentacles. So Knight of Pentacles, with your spiritual growth, you are making slow and steady progress. But this is solid progress, solid growth. So nobody's going to throw you off your foundation. Whatever you build spiritually, it is for the long term, the long haul. I feel that with your financial wealth as well. You can be doing some chakra work, and we talked about that with Kundalini because I'm being drawn to all these different colored pentacles. Maybe you're doing some practical things for chakra work, and the practical things like eating certain root vegetables for the root chakra, or fasting for the crown chakra, or something like that. You could also, he's walking barefoot, so you could be literally grounding and walking barefoot to have more of a connection with the earth. Not saying you're doing that all the time, or doing a meditation outside. Maybe you're just slowing down and savoring the moment and savoring things and being more in awe and being aware of your surroundings and the sensations. And then you have Lord Shiva, transcendence. Rise up, honor your inner force. Steps are being given. Dance with the universe. And this reminds me of the steps he is taking. So it does feel like you're on a journey of transcendence, a journey of awakening, enlightenment, Kundalini rising, however you want to say it. We got the snake. He has a nice blue snake, and you have the snake here. So that's a confirmation of shedding that old. So you are rising up, you are ascending and transcending. And I feel like the snake is important for you. It could be a synchronicity, or maybe you will see snakes this month as a synchronicity related to Kundalini rising. But it seems like you are making practical steps forward, and the spiritual growth you have, no one can shake your foundation. And you continue to move higher, and the universe is guiding you, and you're just having fun with the universe. And I'm also seeing like a snake charmer and a snake dancing like this with the dance with the universe, and you are moving up spiritually in a very practical way. And you could also be dancing, because this will activate Kundalini as well, and moving that energy around. You could be doing something physically active like that, because that's part of Kundalini as well, is that life force energy. And sexual energy really taps into life force energy. So there definitely feels like an extra boost of life force energy for you this month. We have the colorful snake here. We have all different colors on the Eight of Wands in the colors in the Pentacles. So there's a lot of life force energy. It's like you're getting a burst of life, particularly this month. And now we're going to go into blessings. We have Beetle, good fortune, wealth. But I think there's fortune, you're going to be overall fortunate. A beetle could be significant to you. And this also reminds me of the scarab beetle, which, you know, is mystical and magical, connected to, I believe, Egypt. That could be synchronistic for you. Then we have Turkey. Someone is behaving stupidly. But Turkey, for me, I know they call people, they're acting dumb, turkeys, right? So for one, I feel like someone is actually going to smarten up. They're going to smarten up. Or you're going to smarten up in relation to someone who's acting like a turkey, okay? Or I love turkeys, and it could have to do with abundance, because I see turkeys as abundant. And so I feel like it's an abundance of love, an abundance of food, an abundance of like wealth feels to me like abundance. So there's definitely an energy of abundance that's also surrounding you, particularly this month. Then you have Butterfly, a change for the better, and it's like shedding old skin. You could also be seeing butterflies this month. So there is that shedding old skin and a change for the better. In here, we're stepping up here, and this is health and well-being, and also it's landing on wealth. And with this relationship aspect here of this person. And then finally we have Teapot, deep friendship with someone of the same sex. So you could be getting together with someone, be improving a friendship, deepening a friendship, you know, hanging out with a best friend. You could be having a little tea party, a tea ceremony, doing something like that this month, which is going to be a blessing for you. Maybe also like smelling the flowers, seeing, you know, seeing wildlife in your area. That could be happening, which will be beneficial for you and a blessing. You could also be gifted a teapot or teacups, something like that, or some tea. Someone could buy you some tea. Okay. Maybe you'll get some hot tea. You know what I'm saying? Like, here to gossip. If you like that kind of thing, that might happen. Okay. On the DL. Anyway, thank you so much for coming to my channel. I hope this inspired you, encouraged you, and gave you some insight. Please have a beautiful day or night wherever you are in the world. Namaste. Hi, Pile 3, and welcome to your reading. Please like this video if it resonates. Subscribe to my channel if you would like additional content. Also, if it resonates, put a crow or some kind of bird in the description. Not in the description, but in the comments. That would be great. And if you would like a personal and private reading, I do have an Etsy shop. It's called Tarot Inspiration. The link is in the description box. And without further ado, let's get into your reading. Okay, Pile 3, this is your reading. If you chose card number 17, Crow Spirit, co-create with Spirit. And for me, oh, this is your May 2026 reading. So a couple of things are coming through. First, I want to say about the crow. I have seen some crows that can start talking like parrots. So crows are very smart birds. And since this is co-create with spirit, maybe you'll have a connection to a particular bird or an animal, and it just feels like you can talk with them. Or maybe you'll be getting audible messages from the divine. Like, in a way I'm saying this, I don't want to confuse people if it comes to audible hallucinations compared to spiritual things. But like you're thinking about something, or you were praying about something, or and you hear just what you need to hear on a tarot reading, or from your next door neighbor randomly, and they know nothing about it, right? So I feel like you're going to get synchronistic answers. And also, you might be able to connect with and communicate with animals better in this month. And this is saying that spirit is very intertwined in your business this month. Depending on how you look at this, because I find this interesting of my spiritual beliefs. But anyway, spirit is very much in your business and is giving you the grace and the ability to do what you could not do by yourself. It's like, to me, that grace is just that little bit of extra magic that allows things to move smoothly and intricately. Some of you could be doing some shadow work, doing some magical spells at night. You could be putting up some lights, like colored or colorful lights in your home, outside of your home. Also, I'm feeling with the card 17, the 17th of May could be important to you. And 7 and 1 is 8. You have yourself abundance and infinite abundance. And then card number 17 in the tarot is the Star. So standing out, maybe having some celebrity or meeting a celebrity, being recognized, increasing your faith, like believing again, being inspired, looking at the night sky, something resonating astrologically. I'm getting a lot from this card, apparently. Aquarian energy, like standing out, being unique, being different, and humanitarianism. So let's continue with your general energies for May 2026. And we have pause, assess, act, whitetail deer. Maybe you'll see some deer this month, but here is a very gentle month. I'm seeing this as, your family. Maybe you're taking a pause with your family, having a family meeting or a friend meeting, and really assessing some situations so that you can act on it. And I'm feeling with the deer, I feel some nice time with family, to be honest. Especially if you are married with a child, there's going to be some good family time. If not, I feel like just getting together with your other family members or friends, it's just going to be a very nice time. Some of you could be doing facials together, but I feel there's very gentle energy and there's not a rush on anything. And pause, assess, act, that really makes me think of a DBT skill, which is basically where you pause, you assess the situation, and then you act. You don't react. You choose to act rather than react. So I feel like that's going to happen this month for you as well. And then you have a triangle. So with the triangle, so there could be a triad of you, but the trine is good luck. It's very well aspected in an astrological chart. So you may have a trine going on somewhere in your chart that is going to be good for you. And then we have card number 30. So the 30th of the month could be significant, as well as the 17th. And then we have 3 again, as in the trine. And then we have health. Mother Earth sweet, Mother Earth bright, bring to me your health and might. So health is well aspected this month, and working on health, working in the field of health, nutrition, working on your nutrition or anything related to yours or family members' physical, mental, emotional, spiritual health. And also the health of the earth, I'm seeing. Maybe you'll do some environmental work or something like that. So working on the health of the earth. or maybe you're going cruelty free, or you want to, get rid of parabens. I don't know, doing something like that. And there's a freedom in this health too. I feel like there's some feeling good. I feel like she's stretching, that she had good sleep last night. She's feeling good. So I feel like there's that aspect. So if maybe you've dealt with a sickness or something like that, maybe you're getting your mojo back, you know what I'm saying? Or if you've had a mental health issue, you're still getting your mojo back, right? Okay. So the first one is romantic love. So first, single and don't want love. So then you're like, why have this? But I have it in everyone. So if you're single and you don't want love, first of all, I think Spirit wants you to keep an open mind of, maybe you don't want love, but don't completely close yourself off. Like, keep yourself open to the opportunity, right? With keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. So just keep an open mind. It doesn't mean you have to be chasing it, like desiring it. If the right person comes knocking on your door, give them a chance. But the right person's probably not going to knock on your door. I hope not. Or maybe, unless if it's a delivery driver or something. But anyway, so we have the lovers. So also, I feel like this is a connection with you and your higher self, no matter what, where you identify within the spectrum of wanting a relationship to being married for 50 years. But really connecting with your higher self and coming into union and coming into a balance with your higher self. And loving yourself more. Because so this is you and your higher self, and it's really like you're collaborating. And coming into alignment. For those of you who are looking for a relationship or want a relationship and are single and are dating or something, there could be a person for you that does not fit into your usual type and expectations. And that could be your soulmate, and that could be part of the reason maybe you're not finding this person, because you have a type, and which is fine, have a type. But Spirit is still asking you to keep an open mind, because this person may be perfect for you, but not fall into your category of expectation. So you could be meeting a person like that, especially with the lovers. For those of you in a relationship, I feel like this is very likely to be a long-term partner, a soulmate that you're in a relationship with. I feel like still, it's like there's something still about keeping an open mind about this person. Like, if you don't know something about this person, don't expect that you do know. Actually, ask the question. I feel like exploring this person, continuing to keep an open mind about them, is going to be an important aspect. For those of you in relationships, I feel like if you are intimate, that this is well aspected this month. You might be falling in love or falling deeper in love. And if this is a person you've been with for a while, I do feel like the intimacy levels are increasing. And it's also important for you to not think you know this person inside out, up and down. Maybe this is saying that you should be going to do something. It could be marital therapy. This kind of things, this is like a therapist and this couple is getting therapy, so something like that. Or doing some kind of activity, maybe going camping together if you've not gone camping, because like doing something different together may actually help you keep an open mind about this person, not get bored and think you know everything about them. But you could be seeing different aspects of them, and this is going to help you to fall deeper in love with them and keep that magic alive, right? Some of you might get a pet together or have a child or decide to have a child this month also. Like coming together and creating something new together. Next, we have relationships. So your themes for all other relationships that are not romantic. Okay. We have Seven of Cups and heartbroken, deeply hurt, sad, separation, breakup, feeling lost, grieving, mourning. One, you might have a friend or a family member who is heartbroken. You might be taking them shopping or thinking of a gift to get them or taking them out to eat or doing something like that to try to help them heal, or just taking them out for some drinks, doing something like that. So you could be doing that with or for someone, or if you're resonating more with the heartbroken energy, I feel like someone else is doing that for you. There could be some retail therapy happening, some animal therapy, because this is standing out to me. A friend or your friends might be trying to, take you on a vacation or give you a present or introduce you to one of their friends. I mean, it feels like they're well intended, right? They're well intended, and it looks like you have a variety of relationships in your life, and they vary in levels of closeness, that you get something different from each of them. And it feels like none of them are replaceable. Like this person, you have the same dreams in common. This person, you have the same spirituality. This person, you have an interest of anime. Your cat, dog, mouse, pet, lizard, snake, cricket, you have a different connection with them. So it feels like having a circle around you that can speak to all different aspects of your being. And they don't all have to be deep relationships either. They could be just based on your love of anime or an avatar or whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe they're just the person in your career field, but you really connect on that. But I feel like your circle, if you're heartbroken for sure, on any level, I feel like people are going to really try to help you to feel better, take you places, give you presents, give you a phone call, check in on you, introduce you to one of their friends. I feel it's nice. I feel like your circle is nice and kind. And I feel like you are nice and kind to them as well. Next we have, career and studies. Ooh, okay. All right, so career and studies. One, you might be taking some time off. With this freedom, you might be taking some time off and enjoying yourself, vacationing, just resting, relaxing, sitting back, having a glass of wine, a glass of juice, coffee, tea, whatever you drink, hanging out with friends. Just maybe you're going to have a time where you can do whatever you want. This also can be you being an independent contractor, being an entrepreneur, someone who's stable and independent financially, like you don't need anyone else's help. But this month is definitely a month of freedom for you. Maybe you're doing independent study, so you're free to study what you want, how you want, when you want, where you want. But it looks like, you have all you need, no matter what you're doing. So some of you could also be leaving a job and to be more free. It's like you're not bogged down. Or at least you're able to take a vacation, a break, or a sabbatical. This is definitely independence and freedom related to career and studies. This is lovely, lovely energy for that. And for next is finances, but that's having the finances to do so. So somehow, in some way, maybe you have the finances to take a vacation, take a break, or maybe like some of you have, allotted sick time, vacation time that you can take, and maybe you're taking an extended time off this month, or going into business for yourself, or you are in business for yourself and you're making enough money, or you're having enough passive income that you can take some time off. So finances, we got the 7 Pentacles, and it's funny, glass of wine and a book. She's reading a book, has a glass of wine. Surrounded by the trees here, you have the fruits, grapes, and there's like oranges or apples or something. A little bit different. She's actually standing up and doing some work. But it's very fruitful. Maybe some of you if you've written a book or are writing a book, I think, or have planned, or that's been on your heart to do, that's going to be important for you. And that could bring in some money. You could also be reading a book that helps you make more money. You're a badass at being you. But it does seem like you are very fruitful here. And then we have guardian angels. Some higher power protects you from difficulties and misfortunes. Trust your guardian angels. So one of the things I'm thinking with this, first of all, you put the work in, you invest, and that's coming back to you for sure. Okay? But also, if you're in a situation where you don't have all the finances for something, somehow it still magically, miraculously works out. Even if your budget doesn't officially work out, it works out for you because you're protected. You have some spiritual protection. There's some way that you're like, I'm feeling like your fields, like if everyone around them has lotus eating up their fields, your field is still able to be healthy. And so you can reap the harvest. So there is a financial harvest that is ready or almost ready to be harvested at this time. But here, like, you also have this freedom to be able to take a break. So whatever you're investing in, it's really good. I also feel like you have spiritual protection financially. Next. And there might be friends related to your career and studies, and some fun related to that with the dolphin. Friends and fun. Maybe you're going on a vacation with some friends from work, for some of you, because I love the dolphin reference. So now we have health and well-being. Whew. Well, this is interesting. We have the 10 of Cups and sound healing. But what's interesting, they have all these cups sitting down, and it reminds me of the singing bowls as well. So frequencies are going to be beneficial to your health. Also, friends and family, your social health. This is emotional fulfillment. Emotional fulfillment, um, it's like having plenty. There's a free flow of emotion. I think your social relationships are going to be important to you. If you have any concerns about fertility, this is telling me your fertility is increasing. There's a sense of joy, of abundance, of resonance. So, and where there's resonance, there's health. And this is like a beautiful summer day, right? So your health feels like at a peak mentally and emotionally this month. And also nature sounds I'm feeling. Getting enough water, enough hydration is going to be important, and nutrients. But it feels like a very, maybe some of you like are into green stuff like spirulina. That kind of thing is going to be good for your health. I pulled this up to see more of the cards, but now it's like way up there. But anyway, you could be going on a picnic this month, which will be good for your health, your mental and emotional health. But it's like things are very resonant and you're very balanced. It feels like what you're doing is working. And your relationships feel very supportive of you. And I think that's contributing to mental and emotional well-being. And if you have not been doing sound healing, I think that's well aspected for you. Whether it's nature sounds, binaural beats, healing frequencies. Like here I'm thinking like those bells, like the triangle bell, I can hear it like ding, ding. Oh man, that just reminds me. Oh man, I have a bell, but I didn't bring it over here. But anyway, so that's your health and well-being. All right, I do feel lighter eating as well there. Just lighter and fresher. Finally, we have spiritual growth for these themes, and we have the Tower and faith, humanity and benevolence. Stay calm, trust the good in yourself and others, see the light in the world. And I feel like this connects to that 17, which I said is the start, increased faith. And I also said humanitarianism. So you could be doing something to reach out to humanity, or you're getting renewed faith in humanity. You could also be increasing trust within self. You're doing something to be good to others, reaching out to the collective. Whether maybe you're just lighting a candle and praying for the collective, or you're actually starting, contributing to an organization that benefits the collective in some way or another. Whether it's benefiting the earth, animals, children, any cause, but it's meant to uplift and do good and be good. So with the Tower, and that's Scorpio. We have Scorpio and Gemini. I haven't really been naming the signs, but... and I said shadow work? I feel there's going to be an upheaval, but look, she's in control of it, of you with your shadow. Bring your shadow out of the dark into the light and integrating your shadow. Like embracing and integrating your shadow within. And also your spiritual growth. That's one of the things. And your spiritual growth has to do with this benevolence, this giving, this whatever you're giving to the collective energy. And I feel like whatever you're doing there is really causing you to grow spiritually, even if it's simply lighting a candle and saying a prayer or keeping an intention. Yeah, and with the Tower, I just feel shadow work. Discovering, recognizing, bringing up into light your shadow aspects, embracing it, and integrating it. 1 and 6 is 7. I wanted to say 17 again. But yeah, you have Scorpio and Gemini here. All right, and blessings. Blessings in May 2026. We have hand, in need of help, assistance, and guidance. So I'm almost feeling that in the friendship area. So I feel like this goes both ways. I feel you're going to receive some kind of help. It may not be help, but just people want to give something to you. And you giving this month is going to be important for your spiritual growth. Then you have pin, a new job or career. Very possible. So maybe you are embarking on a new job and career, and now you have time for yourself. You have a little bit more freedom, or a job or career that gives you more freedom. This could be going into business for yourself. So if that's something you're considering, I do feel like that is well aspected according to this reading. And somehow I got 5 blessing cards for you, and the others I just got 4. So you're extra blessed this month, pile 3. We have Lily, spiritual love. That's well aspected with the Lover's card. That's spiritual love, or just the divine love of being in connection with your divine self, the divine, and really experiencing that love. But it feels like you have a lot of love. You're surrounded by a lot of love. And I feel like there's a lot of love in your heart also. Some of you may have been heartbroken or been carrying pains from the past, that some of that you're going to, do that shadow work like we were talking about. But you are surrounded by spiritual love. It's beautiful. And spiritual in also a practical way, it feels like. Next, we have secret admirer. So you may be admired by somebody that you don't know. But I'm also feeling that someone might shyly, give you a compliment, something like that. Or maybe you'll be getting a vase or flowers to fill a vase, because you have the lily and the vase. And then finally, we have family wishes come true. Awesome. So whatever wish you have for your family, and you have the 10 of Cups here, man. There is a wish coming true for the family, your family in some way, whoever you consider family. And it's coming true. And I feel there's a lot of happiness there. So this is awesome. Lovely reading. I thank you so much for coming to my channel. I hope this was insightful, gave you some encouragement, and is a blessing to you. Please have a gorgeous and blessed day or evening, wherever you are in the world. Happy May 2026. Namaste.